If he eats all the cookies, where does he...
Nurpo, Nurpo, ha 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 ha, Nurpo, Nurpo, la 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 la. He eats the coins you drop between the cushions of the couch. He converts them into dopamine from inside of his mouth. He says amazing things, but only whispers to the deaf. He speaks what adults can't remember, and children haven't the words to describe. Boo! Oh, did I scare you? Well, it's spooky month, so I hope I scared you. And I'm sure by that intro, you must be very excited for this episode, as excited as I am. Because today we are covering another one of my most requested content creators, Trevor Henderson. Well, actually, I don't know if I should say his name like that. I should say it like Trevor Henderson. Because a lot of his content that he creates is very cursed. And you know what? I like looking at cursed images. Because it's scary. It's only a little terrifying, okay? I'm a man. I can handle it.
Don't worry. Every night before bed, I say a prayer that Nurpo doesn't come and attack me.
Because sometimes I leave some coins between the couch cushions to try to lure him in. But alas, he has not been caught. Don't worry. I'll give you a progress report by the end of this video. Now, not only did I just decide to do Trevor Henderson today just because, you know, he's a great creator, but I also did it for another very special reason. 5 years ago today, I created the Jawunleashed channel, and it was such a good decision because look where I am today. I am with all of you amazing people in this community. Thank you all so much for being here. For all of you that have found me, I just really do appreciate y'all's support. But why don't we go to get to Trevor Henderson content? I want to take a look at some of this stuff, and I want to go through it with you all, and let's get scared together. It is currently, I forgot my watch upstairs. It is currently late o'clock, and it is going to be very terrifying to go and watch this stuff. Well, I mean, it's not really going to be watching scary stuff. We're going to be looking at a lot of creepy things, and just basically going over what Trevor Henderson is. Now, I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you know of his work, and you know one of his most popular things that he has worked on is Nurpo. You see, that's why I created a little intro at the beginning, because Nurpo is amazing. Now, Nurpo isn't actually Trevor Henderson's creation. In fact, the person who created it, Jack Stauber. In fact, I've done 5 videos on Jack Stauber if you'd like to check them out. Trust me, they're each amazing, and I actually create other intros in those videos. Now, like I said, Trevor Henderson didn't actually create Nurpo, but he's the one that helped Nurpo get extremely popular. You want to know what Trevor created to do this? This image right here. This absolute abomination. Look at those eyes. I feel like he's staring into my soul, and I don't really know how to feel about that. I would say it's comforting, but that'd be a lie. I mean, just look how weird this is. I mean, if you look at the original Nurpo compared to this one, there's obviously some big differences in how they're kind of portrayed. The Nurpo that's in the Jack Stauber video does in fact look a lot more inviting and, you know, kind of, you know, a little unsettling, but you still feel like there's a nice side to him. But this one, dear God above, this is terrifying. Look at that little red nose though. I kind of just want to boop and watch. As soon as I boop him, I'm dead. Now, one of my favorite things about this image itself is the fact that, look at these limbs. They kind of look like true chicken wings at this point. Now, I really do like how Trevor blended Nurpo into this picture. I mean, it looks like he's standing on a desk of some sort. Like he's just waiting there for you, and as soon as the light comes on, whoop! There's Nurpo! And that's when you gotta start running. Now, me being the big strong man that I am, I would not run. I would in fact grab Nurpo and just like yeet him. Now, be forewarned, if you do actually end up throwing Nurpo, that just makes him angry. And you won't be getting dopamine, you'll be getting death. Well, now that we're significantly more terrified of Nurpo, I think we should check out Jack Stauber's original Nurpo video. Now, like I said earlier, I've already made 5 prior videos on Jack Stauber himself. I think I checked this one out in the 3rd one, I believe. Editor confirm that or deny it. Man, what I would give to meet Nurpo. But whatever the case, let's go ahead and check out Nurpo's original video.
Nurpo, Nurpo, ha 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 ha, Nurpo, Nurpo.
He says amazing things, but only whispers to the deaf.
He speaks it, but adults can't remember, and children haven't the words to describe.
So that is Nurpo. Which one do you think is more terrifying? The original Nurpo that seemed to have like a little secret to him, like he felt like there was something like deeper than just the original Nurpo? Or do you think that the rendition that Trevor did is more terrifying and spooky? I mean, I can see it going both ways. I mean, honestly, Nurpo's probably my favorite character that's been created by Jack Stauber. You know, other than Jack himself. Jack, you're a treasure. Mwah! I think that's like 2 videos in a row I've kissed Jack Stauber. Never thought I'd say that sentence. So now that we've covered Nurpo, let's go to one that is Trevor Henderson's creation. And I'm sure you've seen this around Twitter. This one freaking blew up. And when I first saw it, I gotta admit, I was really unsettled. And that is Siren Head. Now, Siren Head is in fact an original creation by Trevor himself, and it's probably one of my personal favorites that he has created. There's something about it that's so unsettling, so let's go and check out the original video that was shown off on his Twitter. Be sure to follow Trevor on Twitter. He uploads and likes weird stuff all the time, so you know it's spooky. Oh gosh. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's freaking amazing. Like I said, when I first saw this video, I legitimately was like, oh, shivers down my spine because of just how weird it was. It's a mix of the audio and the video itself because, you know, there's that real, like, physical phone video kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? Like someone was walking down the street and they saw this creature. And the CG itself is done really well because, you know, you really can't tell it's not a part of the video. I mean, obviously it's fake. I mean, come on, Siren Head's not real. If I close my eyes, it's not real. But I really do think that this video is so well crafted. I really like the bumps in the ground and the video shaking when Siren Head steps. Plus, like the police sirens in the background is a really nice touch. It's just perfect. It's a masterpiece. But you know what I gotta say about this one? This one specifically got freaking grabbed by memes all over the place. 5G towers are getting out of hand. And this next one I'm gonna show you, I want you to know that I hate it. God dang, memes ruin everything. I mean, I absolutely love what they did there. I mean, genuinely, it made me laugh. But I mean, like one of the comments says, this is even more terrifying than the original. Now, while Siren Head may do the Fortnite dance to assert his dominance, I in fact do a T-pose. Now, I went onto the villains wiki. I genuinely didn't know that was a thing until I did this video. But I went on this wiki and I found some interesting trivia about this character. Why am I so far to the right? When asleep, Siren Head produces white noise from its speakers. So like when it's laying there, it'll just go. So you know, that's cool and terrifying. According to Henderson, Siren Head would be unaffected by an EMP as it's mostly organic. How do we stop him? Guys, how do we stop Siren Head if he actually came to invade us? Ah! So what you're telling me is that Siren Head could actually, you know, survive an EMP strike. What about a nuke? And probably one of those scary trivia pieces I've read. Siren Head is said to be some sort of an ambassador, emissary, hype man for something else from somewhere else. What this something else is currently unknown. However, it might mean that Siren Head is a mere pawn of something even more powerful. That's scary. Now, and probably one of the funniest trivias that I've read on Siren Head, a group of Siren Heads is called a static. There's something really awesome about that. I just love the idea of just, you know, a group of Siren Heads being called a static. It is hilarious. But yes, that is freaking Siren Head. Siren Head is a good lad. I would pat him if he was right here. Good lad. Good lad. Can someone help me? So now let's move on to another creature of Henderson's, Cartoon Cat. Now, when you hear the word Cartoon Cat, what do you immediately think of? Do you think of Garfield? Do you think of Gary the Snail? Well, for me personally, I think of freaking Trevor Henderson's very scary cat. Just kidding, I think of Gary because, you know, he meows like a cat. Get it? Because he meows like a cat. That's the joke. Let me explain it one more time. So now, Cartoon Cat sounds like it'd be a very interesting, kind of wholesome character, right? But you know what? Trevor being the creator of this, God knows that's not going to be very good. In fact, some would say it'd be a cursed image. And I want you to look at this image here and tell me if this isn't very cursed. Look him in the eyes, stare him in the eyes and say, I love you. There's something so off-putting about this creature, and I don't know if it's just me, but the way he's like very fitting in this background is so scary to me. Like the more you stare at it, the worse it gets. Hello, little fella. Do you want me to pet you a little bit? Maybe play with your ears? Maybe rub your tummy, tum. He's not like a normal cat. If you rub his tummy, you're probably gonna die. Let it be known, I am not liable for anyone who chooses to rub the tummy of cartoon cats. My lawyers will run you off. But you know what? I feel like a lot of the bread and potatoes of Henderson's work doesn't just come down to the characters themselves. I mean, just look at this picture of Cartoon Cat here. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but you know, it's not super uber terrifying. In fact, this one, I would legitimately legitimately pet. I'd be like, good lad. But put this character into a realistic background area and a good filter on it. I mean, and legitimately, I think that's where a lot of the genius in Trevor's characters come in. They can be scary on their own, yes, but add them into the realistic areas, and by God, you got something actually cursed and terrifying. But why does it work? Why is it something that can actually be terrifying if it's just like a character that's created? Well, from my own point of view, I think that it all comes down to one thing. Lighting. Lighting is objectively the thing that makes something realistic and something fit into a certain background. Like, take this image for example. The way the lighting fits off against the character really makes it feel like that character's interacting with the light. Like, look at this lighting here. Isn't it just so fascinating how it kind of works with the image itself? Like this one at the mall for Cartoon Cat. Like, imagine being at a mall, a dark mall, and you flip on a light, and there's this big hulking creature standing there giving you the biggest grin it's ever had. Yes, I would like to go home, please. That is my brain in this situation. And by God, especially this one. This is probably my favorite when it comes to lighting because it's, honestly, I don't even know if this is even, like, added into it. Maybe someone dressed as Cartoon Cats. But this is probably one of my favorite examples of lighting being used in one of Trevor's images. Would I want to look at this image before I go to sleep? No! But I really do think it adds to a lot of the realism and kind of the fitness into the background that they're going for. And look at this Siren Head one. You can just tell that it, like, could be reality. And as Trevor said, Siren Head's not actually a part of this reality, but he's a part of a different dimension, basically. So a potential reality, which makes me go from calm to panic. And it all has to do with the way the lighting works against these characters. This is beautiful right here. So Trevor, I just want to say tip of the old hat to you for freaking making these images and making this content, because that is absolutely astonishing to me. And it's astounding to see that you're able to get these works created just so visually appealing. And I genuinely cannot wait to see what other amazing creatures that you create in the future. Also, and Trevor, I just wanted to say, if you wanted to take Roy and make like a cursed image of him, you have my blessing, because I think that you could really do justice on it. Like maybe have him coming from the dark depths of the ocean with a very distorted face on the way up. Oh, that'd be amazing. But yes, that is an absolute possibility now. Now, while there are so many other freaking creations that Trevor has done, I mean, like, look at the ones I'm just flipping through here right now. There is so many creatures that Trevor has created, and I just think they're all so freaking, oh God, that one, I don't like that one. I'm gonna flip past it. Ah! Jesus Christ. Not gonna lie, that actually kind of scared me a bit. But I really think you all should go check out Trevor Henderson's Instagram, his Twitter. Go follow him on all those and check out some of the awesome creatures that he has created, because they're all absolutely terrifying, cursed, and just, you know, really astonishing to look at. But yes, thank you all for being a part of this journey. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and be on the lookout for some more epic videos to come in the future. And thank you all for 5 amazing years on YouTube. I can't wait to do 5 more. I can't wait to see where we are in 5 years. That'd be, holy crap, that'd be crazy. Who knows, maybe 5 years from now, I'll be at like 10,000 subscribers. And if you would like to join the channel as a member, feel free to hit that join button down below. There are some exclusive perks, as well as hitting that little I button at the top right of the screen for some epic merch. I just dropped a Halloween collection that's going to be available until October 31st, so go check it out and feel free to get that if you all are interested. I will see you all in the next video, and you all stay spooky and awesome. Progress report on the Nurpo hunt. He's caught me, and I'm now in a cage, and I'm about to be game ended.